Happy Wednesday, everyone. Just want to take a moment. I had a few people ask me about the masks that I make. I belong to a group called Bremen, SEW Strong, and they are making cotton masks for the general population, healthcare workers, basically, people who work in the grocery stores. Um, and we're sewing for them. I will be working on a special project over the next couple weeks with special material to make covers for the N95 masks. So that's what I'm going to be doing. If you want to help, look the group up on Facebook because I'm sure we need people to cut out things. We need people to make ties. We need people to pick up things and deliver things. So anything you can do to help is great. All right, it's Wednesday lesson. Wednesday lesson today is the flutter kick. Ooh, my fingers are making shadows. The flutter kick. Flutter kick. The flutter kick is a kick that we use when we do the front crawl, which we sometimes refer to as freestyle, and to the backstroke. Not the elementary backstroke, the backstroke that goes like this. All right? We're going to pretend right now that these are my legs. I know they're not. We're pretending. Use your imagination. So these are my legs. What we want is a kick that is gentle but consistent. It needs to have a slight knee bend in it, but not like this. One of the things that happens when we start teaching, and you'll see it in the level 1s, 2s, and even 3s in the warm water pool, is that kids kick with their feet like this. We're going to say this is on our back. So they kick with their feet like this, not relaxed. They kick like this, and they don't go anywhere. They stay the same because they keep those feet like this. What we'd like to see is feet like this, so that they kick like this, and they're loose. So if they're on their tummies, we don't want feet down, we want feet loose like this. So if this was your leg kicking the freestyle, you'd be kicking like this. This being your knee, you'd have a slight bend in your knee. There are some exercises that you can do to help loosen that motion of your ankle. One, while you're sitting in a chair, sitting on the couch, reading a book, stretch your feet out and just practice rotating your ankles. Rotate them in, rotate them out so that you get them loose, so that you understand what loose feeling ankles are. Another one is you can practice sitting. Look, here's Molo. You can practice sitting and sitting on your feet so that they bend underneath you and they stretch. I guess it would be this way. So they stretch this way, underneath your bottom, like this. So they stretch and they stretch and they stretch. And you can even practice to get a little more strength in them, practice moving backwards on your body so that you're helping pull those muscles. All right? You'll notice when we get the kids in a stage 3 and 4 that we start incorporating the use of flippers or fins. The flippers and fins help them learn to control their ankles, and it helps them not slap and splash the water. We want to try and avoid that. We want to try and have our legs loose as a goose when we're swimming. So when we put flippers and fins on them, you'll see us going back and forth many, many, many times in the water. Many, many, many times. This is all for repetition. Repetition is going to help them understand how their body is supposed to feel when they're doing those kicks. Okay? Now that those are said, something else that needs to be brought to the attention of our older swimmers is cadence. Cadence. As they begin to grow up the ranks in the stages, swimming with a cadence in your head is a good thing. A cadence would be swimming so your feet are going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it might be 8. You might, as you get a little older, it might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it needs to be repetition the whole time. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe, move, breathe. 1, 2, 3. It needs to be a consistent 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are things you can practice at home. If you have a few couch cushions that you can raise them up off the floor and they can lay on their tummy on the couch cushions and have their feet and practice kicking so that they only have a certain depth. Another thing is to measure their hips. Have them measure the width of their hips, bring it up, and turn it this way. Their kicks should be no deeper than that width. I'm lucky. I got wide hips. I can kick pretty deep, but they can't. So have them kick the depth, what's in here, so that they can start to visualize. You can even have them do it with their hands so they can start to visualize in their minds what their kicks should look like. So that being said, practice moving and moving and moving those ankles. Practice out kicks in a specific depth on your tummy and on your back. So you're practicing this way on your back and this way on your tummy. And cadence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. You may have to practice that for 30 seconds at a time, 45 seconds at a time, 60 seconds at a time. But those are your tips for today. Happy Wednesday, everyone.